guys, I'm back from Comikaze and I brought you this.
That's my new
In case you don't watch sci-fi reality shows, that was Paul Perkins from Fangasm, who we actually got to spend a good amount of time with over the weekend, who's like the nicest, sweetest, most sincere person ever, and he's just adorable, and I love him, and I love you, Paul! He actually watches the show, so that's also really cool to know. We're Fangasm endorsed now, yeah! So I actually have just a derpy little clip from the con that I'm going to put at the very end of this. But I just briefly wanted to check in with everybody and kind of tell you how the weekend went. This is going to go really fast because I'm so tired and I have a bunch of things to do tonight. Try to get my life back together from after like con stuff. But I spent most of the weekend with my friend Mel, who goes by Wind of the Stars cosplay, and she had a booth and she was selling like her prints and she had some like cosplay accessories, and then I was selling obviously all of my bows, and I did manage to sell I think about 50 or 60 of them, but I still have a bunch left over, which means that they will be put on my store Envy, which isn't open yet, but I'm gonna be taking some product photos this week, doing some like summaries of everything so they're all nice and quirky and fun, and then those will be on the internet for sale hopefully sometime next week, so be on the lookout for that. Obviously, one of the big highlights of the con for me was meeting Mario and Pyro, who I just love to pieces. But we got to hang out with Mario on Friday, and he was pretty much there the entire day, which was awesome. And he was in Star Trek attire, and I was in Star Trek attire, and Nikki was in Star Trek attire. So we had this whole thing going on, and we were yellow, blue, and red, and it was just fabulous, and we took derpy pictures of that. I love Mario, and there are a lot of hearts in this video. Get ready, guys, get ready. Then on Saturday, Pyro joined us for a little while, but again, I was kind of stuck at the booth, so Nikki was the one who really got to hang out and be super cool with Pyro, but I'm really glad we got a chance to like actually talk in person, and I felt her face, and she was real, and I love her too. And it has been established that I am the shortest geek on Geeks of the Week, so that's a thing. That's cool. Another major con moment for me was making sure I got John Romita Jr.'s signature on my Hit Girl costume, because that was the reason I was bringing it down there. And I did. I was like the person to hold the sign that said like the line was capped, and I was able to do outstanding line for like an hour and a half on Sunday, and he had to leave at 12, and I got it signed at like 11:50 or 11:55 or something really ridiculous, but I ended up getting it signed, and I freaked the freak out, and he was literally laughing at me because I was fangirling so hard. I also met a bunch of other really cool people. Chloe Dykstra, who was part of Heroes of Cosplay, was there, and we were doing the fashion show that my friend Rachel was a part of. She did the Unicorn Sushi line, and we were models for her, so that was really cool. So I got to meet Chloe, and we talked, and she's so sweet, and oddly enough, Chris Hardwick was there because that's her boyfriend, and I was like, oh my god, it's Chris Hardwick, and I kind of freaked out a little bit. I also ran into two of the girls from Face Off. That was the redhead girl and the cute tall one with the short black hair, and I don't know anybody's names because I'm just really bad with names. I also briefly ran into the guys from Comic Book Men, who are really chill. I didn't really get to talk to them, but I was just like, hey, and they were like, hey! And then I met a whole bunch of like really nice and talented cosplayers who I could like name a million of them, but that'd be a really long time, but we met and it was awesome, and I love you guys! And then of course all the people who actually recognized us from here, Geeks of the Week, and there was actually several of you, which was the coolest thing ever. Like, whenever like one of them would come up, they'd be like, we watch Geeks of the Week! And we were just like, oh my god! And we were like freaking out! But then of course we also met some of the Fangasm cast. Nikki met everybody because she's cool like that. I'm not. And we got to hang out with Mike for a little bit. I very briefly met Sal, and then of course Paul was hanging out with us a good chunk of the time too, so that was really cool. So costumes went really well overall. There was so much love for all of my cosplays, and I always really appreciate when people take photos and are like, you look really cool, and I'm just like, thanks, I worked so hard. So yeah, that was the con. This probably was longer than it needed to be because I wanted to keep it short, so I'm sorry. But up next for me is actually on Saturday, there's a Star Trek convention in San Francisco, and that'll be really cool because I'm meeting William Shatner! In can't tell, I'm totally like freaking the freak out about it. And actually, Paul from Fangasm is going to be there again too, so we're going to hang out again, and it'll be fun, and I'm really excited to be a Vulcan again, because I want to be a Vulcan all day, every day, yeah! So, that being said, here's a really, really derpy footage from the con last day, because I kept forgetting my camera in the hotel room, I'm sorry. Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, watch the rest of the Awesome Geeks this week. Check us out on Facebook. We've already been posting some of the photos that we took with you guys and just like us, like derping around the con. So make sure to check those out. And I guess I will see you next Monday with a picture of me and William Shatner. Yeah!
Oh yeah, we're recording.
Okay,
it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. We're at a con, and I forgot to record things, so I'm here. Hey, Sarah, get in this photo real quick.
I'm taking a picture with Superman.
No, we're recording right now. Wait.
Oh, but it's such a good Superman.
Okay.
He's such a good.
He is good.
He's a really epic.
There, not blurry anymore. He's pretty fabulous. Now back to us.
Okay, I'm here. Hi. I'm super pale compared to everyone here. Always pale in my heart.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't mean it. I don't know. I can't tell if I'm in the frame or not, but I'm assuming once I see the
It'll be half your face. You can see it right here.
Superman before he leaves on.
Wait,
I want a picture with Superman.
Okay.
He's so good.
Okay, bye.